Huntsville International Airport to Madison City Stadium.
Copy, Huntsville Tower. JC Jets ready for target. Target locked.
James Clemens Jets, you are cleared for takeoff.
All right, welcome to Friday Night Flight Plan, hanging out with head coach Chad McGehee. We got a great show for you today. We're going to get to know Kane. We'll get back into the junk drawer. But first, we will start off with some highlights from the big rivalry game, Bob Jones and JC. We're back hanging out at Champy's on Madison Boulevard. It is the show we do, Friday Night Flight Plan. It'll be mostly the home games. We did the rivalry week with Bob Jones recently, but we'll focus on all the home games with James Clemens football here with head coach Chad McGehee. Seems like you guys are on a roll. It was a big, huge night at Madison City Stadium. You got to see Madison at its finest, I think, with the game and the big rivalry. What was your first impression of just the atmosphere and what was going on?
Oh, well, it is an incredible atmosphere, and it was electric. It's a great community rivalry, and it was a great high school football game. I don't think they get any better than an overtime win.
Yeah, it was funny for me, just seeing kind of that Auburn, Alabama trash talk from the fans and different things. And, we're, I guess, fortunate we've had the 4 in a row that we've got on them. I think some of the kids, I saw one of them saying, the Joneses have to keep up with us was one of the favorite little things that I saw, just of adding in. But, good to get that one under your belt. It was an exciting game, a nail biter. Sometimes, I don't know, as a coach, do you want to see the close games, or would you have a little more comfort in?
Well, I didn't like it as close as it was, a little too close for comfort. But, like I said, it was going to be one of those kind of games. Momentum shifted back and forth, and I was proud of our guys for finishing and fighting till the end, and battling back. When momentum shifts, you got to go grab it back.
Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit more about some of the players in that game that were maybe some of the standouts, and then here in just a bit we'll talk about the game coming up, which was going to be on a Friday, now on a Thursday against Austin. But right now we'll go to get to know Chris Kane, one of the players for James Clemens with Abby.
Very hardworking. If he's devoted to something, he does work for it, and no matter how much of a challenge it may be, he just puts in all of his effort to achieve his goals, and that's something I really admire about him. Chris, I'm pretty sure his biggest fear, bugs. I would not expect someone as big as him to be scared of bugs, but he's very scared of bugs. I don't know why, because he's thrown a couple at me before, but he's scared of them.
Hanging out at Champy's Friday Night Flight Plan with Coach Chad McGehee, the Bob Jones game. I always don't like ever singling out individual players, but hey, when it's deserved, I think that you do that. I think 3 players that I saw need a little discussion with us. One of those, Cam Barnett, had a pick 6. Probably one of the big momentum swings in the game.
Yeah, definitely. Cam has actually scored 2 touchdowns. He scored more touchdowns. I talked to a radio show yesterday about he scored more touchdowns than some of our offensive players have on special teams, but he's done a great job. Last year he didn't get to play a lot because of injury, and to come out and have the performance that he's had the last 3 weeks, and particularly Friday night. But, he's a guy that is all effort on everything he does. You will never find him loafing on the field. So I'm so proud of him. And big pick 6 the other night that gave us a lot of momentum. And honestly gave us a chance to really close it out, which, we didn't, but he set us up for that.
Another one of the guys that, is one of those individuals when he breaks free, he's gone, and that, number one, Dante Snodgrass, senior running back.
Man, I'm so proud of him this year and his performance and how he's come out and run the ball this year. And just for him to, come into overtime and get in our heavy package and score the winning touchdown, what a great memory that's going to be for him the rest of his life.
I know you, kind of lean sometimes toward that defensive side a little bit, and one of the guys that was just amazing to watch last year, with Jamal Myers, number 10, with All-State last year, and seems like he's, found that groove coming back in this year. I mean, there was several plays I saw on Friday night where he's running up, and I'm like, man, if he misses, they're going for a touchdown, but he just doesn't miss.
Yeah, we talked Friday night as a staff. He closes as fast and as explosive as any safety I've ever had in 23 years. And that's why he is, a Division I prospect. Had an outstanding sophomore year and has built on that this year. And, hopefully soon they'll throw some balls his way too so he can get some opportunities to get some picks. But as far as the run game, him coming downhill is pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's definitely fun to watch. We've got a lot of players, and we'll get to know a lot of them as we go out through the season. Each week we feature different parts of the James Clemens High School. We do have a really cool segment that we have with our Guardian of the Game, where we point out one of the junior ROTC members at James Clemens High School. He will be out on the field on Thursday night when we're at Austin, but it'll be First Lieutenant Elijah Kiefer.
I'm Elijah Kiefer. I'm a First Lieutenant in James Clemens ROTC. I really joined ROTC my freshman year. Kind of as an opportunity to get involved with James Clemens activities and clubs and stuff. And people that I knew who went to ROTC before me, they were telling me how great of an opportunity it is to learn leadership skills and stuff like that. Plan on becoming a United States Marine. I'm still debating on whether I'll enlist out of high school or go to college and then join Marine Corps Officer Candidate School after my 4 years. Being a Marine is pretty set in my mind.
Hanging out at Champy's on Madison Boulevard is a Friday night flight plan. The game kind of changed. It's going to be a Friday night. Now we're going to a Thursday night, which kind of an odd week. You get Labor Day off, which I know the guys will probably still be practicing, but you kind of have a short week. What can we expect out of a Thursday night against Austin?
Well, it is going to be a short week, and we're going to have to adjust. I think last week helped us. We had a weather day where schools canceled, and we went on that short week schedule. So our kids are already adjusted to it. We gave them off this weekend, and we're going to bring them in tomorrow at 1 o'clock and start preparing for Austin. But with it moved up to a Thursday night, we're going to have to be focused and sharp in what we do over the course of the next 3 days. And, Austin, traditionally, this game has come down about the last 7 years to who wins the region. And they're young. But they'll be well coached and they'll be very athletic. So we're going to have to bring our best.
Well, we kind of mentioned it when we talked about Bob Jones. Bob Jones was coming in 0-2, and you kind of said, hey, the records really don't matter. Throw out the records, they show up. And Austin, one of those teams right now, kind of struggling on the getting the wins, 0-3. But sometimes that can be the most dangerous team that you can possibly face.
Yeah, and it can be dangerous too because of overconfidence, and we certainly don't want to take for granted anyone that we're playing. So we need to approach it like we're playing for the region championship. And ultimately, that's our next goal. Our goals were to win the first game, win the city, and then qualify for the playoffs and win the region. And this is a big game to put us in the driver's seat to win the region.
Welcome back to Friday Night Flight Plan. Another one of my favorite segments. It is the junk drawer with Abby and Libby. They've learned how to push a sled. They learned how to bench press. This is a challenging one. I don't know how. We'll see how well they do on this one because kicking a football, it looks like it's easy, but it's not. So they're going to hang out with our kicker, Aaron Rowe, and see if Abby and Libby can make a field goal.
I'm Libby.
And I'm Abby, and today we're here with
Aaron Rowe. And he's going to teach us how to kick a field goal. The loser has to do 5 up downs.
So the proper way to kick a football is you kick it right in between the middle and the lower half of the ball. You don't want to hit it on your toe, but you want to hit it on the inside of your foot, more toward the front instead of like your little curve. And you take 3 steps back and 2 steps over to your left, but if you're a lefty kicker, you take them to your right.
One, two,
Don't trip now.
three. Right here.
And the winners are... None of y'all. Both of y'all drop and give me 5 up downs. Now! Down! What the? That's 1. I don't even think that's 2. Oh, that's 3. 4. 1 more. 5. You're done. She's struggling. She's...
Friday Night Flight Plan, our weekly look into on the home games for James Clemens football. It is Austin this Thursday night. Coach McGhee, best of luck, and I hope the momentum keeps going.
Yes, we want to definitely keep it going this week.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're at Champy's. Champy's, thank you for allowing us to be here. We will have the Austin game this week, Huntsville on the road, and we'll be back for another Friday Night Flight Plan when we come back to take on Lee for homecoming. We'd also like to have a special thanks to the Jet Press and Mr. Clay Combs, producers Kinsley Hunter and Abby Wimberly, the crew Connor Douglas, McKenna Barnett, Zach Williams, Libby Harwell, Eamon Corelli, Carson Erskine, and Kinsey McGuirk. Until next time, go Jets!